Hello gardening friends, today it is August the 30th and I'm going to be planting a cover crop or a green manure crop in this area right behind me. Digging in some seeds. I have some sunflower seeds, some buckwheat seeds, and I have the bean seeds that I got at the grocery store the other day. Such a nice variety of seeds. Who knew the grocery store sells such a nice variety of seeds? Okay, I just saw this pack of beans. It's got 15 beans. Look at all those seeds. It's amazing that the grocery store sells all these seeds. Haha. Alright, that should make a variety of things coming up, shouldn't it? This is exciting. Let's go plant them. Yeah, I'm also going to throw some radishes in, which will help to break up the soil, break up the clay. Let me get started. I'll aim the camera at what I'm doing so you can see. Gonna plant a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil so the soil feeds me. So I went to the grocery store and got me some seeds. Whoever knew that they would have what I need at the grocery store? Yeah, the grocery store. So I went to the garden with my trusty old hoe. Dug me some rows, then I threw down those seeds. Then I added some sunflower and buckwheat too. I threw down some radishes and kale seeds too. So it's gonna be fun to see how they grow. Plant a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil so the soil feeds me. So I went to the grocery store and got me some seeds. Whoever knew that they would have what I need at the grocery store? Yeah, the grocery store. I guess we don't need the seasoning pack. Ham flavor. That's good. Awesome. Then I added some sunflower and buckwheat too. I threw down some radishes and kale seeds too. So it's gonna be fun to see how they grow. Down. Here's some black-eyed peas. I'm planting a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil so the soil feeds me. So I went to the grocery store and got me some seeds. Whoever knew that they would have what I need at the grocery store? Yeah, the grocery store. So I went to the garden with my trusty old hoe. Dug me some rows, then I threw down those seeds. Then I added some sunflower and buckwheat. There are some sugar snaps. I threw down some radishes and kale seeds too. So it's gonna be fun to see how they grow. Beans are great because legumes actually do some nitrogen fixing. Here's some rainbow beets. So they will break up the soil some. Gonna plant a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil so the soil feeds some white icicle radishes in. I went to the grocery store and got me some seeds. Whoever knew that they would have what I need. Go down in and break the soil up down. Grocery store. Yeah, the grocery store. So I went to the garden with my trusty old hoe. Dug me some rows, then I threw down those seeds. I'm gonna plant some dinosaur kale. Actually, I'm gonna let that go ahead and grow, so I'm gonna put that along the edge. So if it grows, I can transplant it to other places. Or when it grows, I should say. Not if. Sunflowers in there. Gonna plant a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil. Okay, these sunflowers look good. So I went to the grocery store and got me some seed. Whoever knew that they would have what I need. At the grocery store. Yeah, the grocery store. So I went to the garden with my trusty old hoe. Dug me some rows, then I threw down those seeds. Then I added some sunflower and buckwheat. Whoops, sorry about that. I threw down some radishes and peanut seeds too. So it's gonna be fun to. Last but not least is the buckwheat. This buckwheat is actually for sprouting, but it will grow well in the garden. I planted it before. These are buckwheat seeds. I haven't planted any buckwheat for a while. Plant a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil feeds me. So I went to the grocery store and got some seeds. To seed out anyway. And I like munching on buckwheat. Rabbits like buckwheat. At the grocery store. Yeah, the grocery store. Sort of cover with my trusty old hoe. Furrows that I made, and that'll spread all the seeds around. Then I added some sunflower and buckwheat too. I threw down some radishes and I'll sip some compost. Gonna be fun to see how they grow. Plant a cover crop in my garden today. Gotta feed the soil so the soil feeds me. So I went to the grocery store and got me some seed. Whoever knew that they would have what I need. At the grocery store. Yeah, the grocery store. So I went to the garden with my trusty old hoe. Dug me some rows, then I threw down those seeds. Then I added some sunflower and buckwheat too. I threw down some radishes and peanut seeds too. So it's gonna be fun to see how they grow. Alright, well let's come back. Let's come back in a week and we'll see what sprouted, see what it's looking like. Okay, so it's been about a week since I planted my cover crop here. And as you can see, stuff is really coming up. You can see the rows of the beans through here. And then a lot of other stuff coming up around that. Especially, there's a lot of sunflowers. And I think I see some buckwheat coming up as well. And then over here is the kale that I planted, which I'm gonna let that grow and not do that as a cover crop. Maybe even transplant it to other areas of the garden. So we got a huge amount of rain. We probably got like 6 or 8 inches of rain this week. A lot of it right after I planted this. So that really helped everything to pop up. So I will update it again soon. And we'll see how big this gets in about a month, and then we'll chop and drop it. Here's the garden where I planted a cover crop. Had a lot of beans in it. A lot of beans and sunflowers. And I think I also planted some kale and radishes and stuff like that in here too. But the beans were growing really well until they got frosted. Actually produced some beans, which you could even still eat if you wanted to. I'm allergic to green beans, which is weird. But I think I might just let those go ahead and die down onto the ground, and we'll compost it in. Okay, here's where I planted my cover crop, and it was mostly beans. So you can see that they've died back from the cold. But it did have some beans that were growing on there. So I'll just go ahead and let that compost down into the soil. Protect the soil a little bit, but there are some things growing underneath there, like probably radishes, stuff like that. Okay guys, what I would really like for you to do is to like my video. So like it. All right, have a blessed day. We'll see you again real soon.